Hello, this is Rex Crandell, and I'm going to present to you new tax rules and changes to the individual tax filing system for this upcoming filing season, preparing your 2016 individual income tax returns. So I try to highlight the most important changes this year that we'll have to deal with. First of all, there's been a change in the mileage rate for business. It's now been decreased from 57.5 cents a mile to 54 cents a mile. This gas is costing a little bit less than the prior year. And then when you go for medical and moving expense, you can deduct 19 cents a mile. And still, we have the charitable mileage deduction at 14 cents a mile. One of the major changes this year is there's been filing deadline changes. Partnerships historically have been in April. Now partnership and limited liability companies have to be filed by March 15th each year. And the C corporation, that means the kind of corporation that pays income tax, must be filed by April 15th. It was March, so they're giving us a little bit of time on those. And then the federal bank, foreign bank account report has been changed to April 15th. It used to be July 31. If you have a foreign bank account, you should be reporting it already. Another item that has been changed, when your children have passive income, like from dividends, investments, rents, above $2,100 for 2016, you're going to have to include the forms that we call the kitty tax so that your child that has this higher income pays the same bracket as yours. The Section 179 expense, which relates to businesses buying assets they're going to use in a trade or business, you can write off the first $500,000 of assets. I mean, it has been as low as $25,000, and the difference there is instead of putting it on the depreciation schedule, you will expense it in the first year. The educational credits, limits for the amount of the dollar credit this year for the HOPE and scholarship credit is $2,500 per tax return, and the American Opportunity and Lifetime Learning Credit is now at $2,000 per year. When you have wage withholding, at some point in time, you no longer have to pay the Social Security or the FICA. That level has been increased now to wages beyond $118,500 does not have to have the FICA Social Security taken out. That's not the Medicare, as you know, it keeps going without limit. What we call the Nanny Tax reporting is now $2,000, which what that translates into is that if you have someone working in your home, either as a babysitter, nanny, butler, cook, whatever, and you pay them over $2,000 a year, you have to file the payroll tax returns for the entire year once you reach the $2,000 paid. Okay, now I'm going to cover a new IRS program. A new online service was created by the IRS to help taxpayers look at their accounts at IRS, look at tax refunds, tax due, penalties, what interest might be assessed, and a section to make online payments. Now when you receive a letter from the IRS, you can just go online and get additional information about what the IRS is attempting to communicate with you. And this online tool is available now, but you do have to sign up for it. This was released in Internal Revenue Notice 20161255 this year, and it says basically that the IRS has launched a new online application to assist taxpayers with balance inquiry and they claim it will be safe, easy, and convenient. And they're calling it a secure tool is available through irs.gov, and taxpayers will be allowed to access their account balances, which also include tax due, penalties, and interest. Taxpayers continue to take advantage of various online payments options, such as direct pay, pay by credit card, or an online payment agreement can be set up online. As part of the IRS vision for the future taxpayer experience, the IRS anticipates other capabilities will continue to be added to this platform as they're developed and tested. According to the IRS Commissioner John Koskinen, this new tool is part of the IRS commitment to improve and expand taxpayer services by providing online taxpayer options. And he mentions that the new balance due feature and the existing online payment options will increase the availability of self-service interactions with the IRS. This will give taxpayers another way to take care of their tax obligations in a fast and secure manner. Before accessing the tool, the new software, the taxpayers must authenticate their identities through a rigorous secure access process, one time only. This is a two-step authentication process, which means returning the users must have their credentials, username and password, plus a security code as text to enter into their mobile phones. Taxpayers who have registered using the secured access to get transcripts online or to get an IPIN for people who've had their identity stolen may use their same username and password. To register for this first time, taxpayers must have an email address, text-enabled mobile phone, and the user's name and specified financial information, such as credit card or specified loan numbers. Taxpayers may review the secure access process prior to starting the registration. As part of the security process to authenticate taxpayers, the IRS will send a verification, activation, or security codes via email and text. The IRS warns that taxpayers will not initiate contact via text or email, ask for emails for login information or personal data. The IRS text and emails will only contain one-time codes used for this check-in process. In addition to this new functionality, the IRS continues to provide several self-service tools and helpful resources available at irs.gov for individuals, businesses, and tax professionals. So those are some of the highlights of the new tax rules that are going to be applied this year in preparing your 2016 income tax returns.